All right. Hello, everybody. Back for a teaching. We're going to talk about the importance of the word. You need to understand why what you speak, even in your mind, what you think, what you say is so important, and why this is a considered mind war by the Antichrist, or an energy war, or a sound war. There's two different things going on here. The reason I've been teaching you all about the stars, I've been teaching you all about the constellations, everything like that. The reason why these liars call themselves stars in Hollywood, this has to do with them harnessing energy from crystals. Okay. This is outside of themselves. They are calling to a sound that's being emitted and being fragmented from crystals. Okay. The difference between them and divine beings is that divine beings have their own energy within them. They don't have to go outside of themselves. When a divine being speaks, they speak from the divine energy from within them. They don't have to call to a crystal. They don't have to call to a constellation. They don't have to call to stars. They don't have to call to numbers. They are all of those things. A divine being is an instrument of itself, and it already carries the music in it on the light and sound spectrum, something these other beings don't have. Okay. So they're trying to harness our energy. That's why they go out and fight with us. That's why they try to have sex with us. That's why they try to rape us. That's why they try to human traffic us. That's why they try to make us their slaves, because they don't have that energy inside of them. What little bit they do have is fragmented from other things. They're like scavengers. They're having to pick up the energy from everywhere else. You already have the sound within you. Okay, your expressions, your emotions, and not even emotions, feelings. Emotions are drama. That's not true. Your feelings, those things, you are playing your own instrument. These beings are trying to manipulate how you play that instrument. They are trying to be the bow on your cello. Okay? They're trying to be the bow on your violin. They're trying to be the reed on your clarinet, right? But they don't have your breath. They don't have your sound. They don't have your energy. They don't have your vibration. They don't have that. And when you realize the power that you have, every divine being that is on this planet right now is what is making the vibration of this planet. Yesterday, one of the healers, Aaron Daughtry, I don't know if I've put him on before. He was talking about the Schumann resonance, not resonance, pardon me, Schumann resonance. This is being emitted by every single divine being here that is in harmony with the divine energy of this planet, of these realms. Okay. These little beings are taking like mirrors and trying to like turn it or fragment it or twist it, or the pinhole, the camera obscura, this and that. Okay. But you are the thing. You divine beings are the things that give these realms these energies. That's why they're stealing us. That's why they're going around trying to take our babies. That's why they're trying to go around and take us. They look at us when, in the Matrix, it talks about, oh, they think of you as a battery. They do, because you are the one with the divine energy. They don't have it. Your very being, even shut down, even closed up, even scared, gives them more energy. It gives you less, but it gives them more than they ever had. You have no idea the power that you have. You have no idea the energy that you carry. And when you think things in your mind, you say things outside of you. Now, divine knows, like, okay, I'm having to play parts here, because of the nonsense going on. Many of us are, but it's because because we're already in the power of knowing. So our spirit knows and our minds know this isn't our truth. But many of you don't know that. Many of you are just living your lives quietly, under control. Either the money, the bow, right? Your job, the bow. Your social security, the bow. You're getting played, and you don't understand that you're the thing with the power. And when you realize the power that you have, these beings are nothing. They can be smushed. They can be smashed. They can be crashed, because you don't understand. And the thing that I went through with Zadine playing Linda Campbell in San Antonio for 9 years was this. They cannot be divine beings, and they cannot do the magic that I can do, or even that you can do. And the magic is just living. The magic is just speaking truth and being yourself. You are that magic in that. You don't have to go out and do spells. You don't have to go out and do potions. You don't have to go and split crystals. You don't have to go and do all the stupid crap that these little nonsensical beings are doing. You don't have to go and pretend to be somebody else. You don't have to go and steal somebody's life. You don't have to go steal their money. You don't have to go steal their car, because you are that power. You are the thing that's driving that. When you get in your seat, there's metal in your seat. It is harnessing your energy to power the quartz crystal in your car. You're the thing that's running your car. You're the one that keeps that battery going until it runs out. You are doing that. They don't tell you that, but you are. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of quartz crystal. Yeah, there's beryllium. Yeah, there's lithium. Yeah, there's some neon. Yes, this and that. But at the end of the day, they're having to harness your energy to get that car going. Everything that they have is run through divine energy first. They're just manipulating it. Okay. It's like a violin. If you play a G, okay, you're harmonizing, you're pulling that divine energy through that instrument and it's coming out as a G. Okay. Let me tell you something. A violin by itself can't make a sound. It's just wood. You know, it's just strings. Where does that sound come from? It has to harness it from somewhere. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the player or is it coming through the player? Yes, but it's also coming from the energy all around. You don't understand the power that you have. And when you go to a church and you say things that are lies and you think they're all good, they're not good. Okay, there's this song on the radio right now, and I was just decoding this right now. Okay, and it sounds all cute. It goes, "Oh, I'll go. I think that you'll be happier." Okay, decode that. That's Ghost Nebula and Reba Latahaka and Serpent's Cauda. It has nothing to do with them going. It has nothing to think that I'll be happier. They're cursing me. They're cursing everyone that listens and sings that song. You don't understand what you're doing, and you don't understand how they're doing it, which is why I'm trying to decode it to you. You need to play your own instrument and stop letting them play you. Because that's the thing that's going on here. That's what all of us enlightened masters are here to tell you. That's what Yeshua was telling you. He wasn't the one that brought people back to life. He just harnessed his own divine energy and he helped bring the divine energy back into other people. He wasn't doing anything, oh, like he's the only magician. He's the only one that can do that. No. The second coming of Christ is you becoming the Christ of your being. It's not about him. Yes, we're holding that energy. Yes, my soul is holding that energy. But at the end of the day, the thing that they never wanted you to know, the thing that they still don't want you to know, the thing that I was teaching them in San Antonio is you can't do magic without your own energy. You're not doing real magic without your own energy. And they're stealing energy. And I was showing them, this is how you come into your being. They're sitting there waiting for me to do magic. It doesn't matter. I was showing them how. Magic should come from within you, not outside of you. You shouldn't have to go and murder things. You shouldn't have to go and burn trees. You shouldn't have to do all these stupid things that they're doing. You already have that energy and power inside of you. All you have to know how to do is harness it. You know, this thing about segregating people or judging people by their skin color. No, you judge a person by a person. Even a clone, every day, even a clone. You still take it one at a time because one of them will be different than the other one because they're doing different things. It's good cop, bad cop. That's the thing about these skinwalkers. You can't trust any of them because what seems like good is going to be bad. It's all bad. That's why I'm doing that back to them. Now, I've called the horoscope Cancer is actually a code. Okay? And it's called the Kavrin. Kahvrin. That is a death code. Kavrin. And sometimes it's Khavhryn. Kavrin. Like Catherine or Karen. Kavrin. Kivyuk. Kavrin. Okay? This is what they're doing against you that you don't even know. Now, they can't kill you. Not really. What they try to do is they make you seem diseased with their decomposition stuff, like I told you yesterday, with the molds and everything, pretending to break you down, making your body seem acidic, making it seem like it's sick. Okay, but it has to be a false sugar because there is truth in prophecy in the Bible, but they've mixed it all together. It says that you should eat things from trees and from plants. Those are fruits. Fruits have a natural sugar that's different from table sugar that's been processed. It's not even real sugar. That's a whole nother ball of wax. The issue is if you eat those plant sugars, it will raise your vibration so these clones can't hook onto you. Because vegetables have salts in them, salts. And those salts are what they're hooking to you through water, through the water in your body. How you get overweight, that's being caused by estrogen, but that's also being caused by them actually connecting their energy to yours through fake years, through fake times, through fake birth times, through fake names, things that can hook to you. Okay? You don't even know it because you don't realize the power that you have. They haven't told you, they lied to you, they uneducate you or miseducate you. I'm telling you now, This is why I need to come and teach all of you. And the teaching that I gave to Zadine that he decided not to take because he didn't know where I was going or what I was doing. I'm like, I'm teaching you how to be a master of yourself, you idiot, because I'm done with you stealing from everybody. Wasted 9 years, and at the end of 9 years, when I wasn't doing the magic he wanted, they think they can put me in jail, but that negates my energy. It doesn't give it to them because they're going against me when I've already spent the time to try and help them and give them that second chance. Now, when they punish me for it, they lose it. And they never got it to begin with because they never did the work to begin with. Yeshua was not a clone. Yeshua was here to be a master and show people the mastery that they were capable of. He wasn't here to do it for them. And them going around pretending to sacrifice to get his energy, they never got his energy. All they're trying to do is stop his energy from leading the energy of the divine ones. That's what they're trying to stop. It has nothing to do with them sacrificing him and getting energy from him. They don't get energy from him. They can't because now, I will tell you, the first time they did it was a murder. The second time he did it was to give them the chance to heal because they said, okay, well, we want a second chance. Well, then they killed him the third time, and he wasn't doing that. He did not give permission for that. That was a murder. So 2 out of 3. So guess what? The second one would have been 2. The reason why they can't murder me is because A, I'm not here for that. B, I'm death energy to them. So I'm not a power for them. I'm a power against them. They don't seem to understand that. All I do, I'm a loop for them. If they send something to me, I just send it right back to them. It goes right through me. Doesn't even stop. Doesn't even stop. And anything I get or hold on to for a little bit is definitely going to go back to them, and it's going to be amplified like divine power of time. They're playing games they don't have because they don't understand that they don't have the power. And when divine lights it up in you, because it will light up in me, they're done. But you need to have the consciousness and wherewithal to understand. You need to teach yourself how to talk to yourself. You know, when somebody lies to you, you need to know when that's going on because that's important. You're being played. That's why I've been showing all of this. That's why all of the people that have been trying to wake you up this way, that way, Trump, everybody. Because we all know. We all know. It's not about money. It's not about jobs. It's not about all these things you're running around acting crazy about. It doesn't matter because you don't understand. When you stop and you stand in the flow with divine creator and you let go of how something's going to happen, miracles happen. Miracles happen. You're like a magnet to it and you don't even understand because that fear stops you. You're like, oh, well, I'm always, because they give you that little note that says, oh, divine helps those who help themselves. No, divine helps those who help divine. And divine doesn't have to be another person. Divine can mean you go out and talk to a squirrel. Divine can mean that you sell your house and you go live in the woods and you start living and not like a freak and not like a trash heap, but like somebody that takes care of nature. You will always get what you need when you are giving something back to the universe, not to somebody else, not even to yourself, maybe to yourself. Maybe you need to love yourself enough because that love energy that you're giving to them is the love energy you should be giving to divine creator. That sex energy that you're giving to someone else, you should be giving that to divine creator. And I don't mean having sex. I mean holding that, being celibate and giving that back to divine creator. Even if you're married, there's nothing in a marriage that says you have to have sex with each other. Divine says that you're in a union together. It doesn't say how. But if you want to harness and serve divine energy before you serve each other, because your problem is you're serving the world, you're not serving divine. And you can't serve the world until you serve divine. That's why you're dying. Because you don't have the energy to do what you need to do. And going to church every Sunday and powering up for a second isn't going to do it. You need to live in the flow of divine all the time before you can live in this world. That's how they can't kill me. That's how they can't break me. That's how they can't stop me because I live in divine first. I don't live for this world. I live for divine because this world, as you can see with fires, hails, floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, this world can go away. Anything that I have can be taken away. But what I have with divine cannot be taken away. That's why I have past lives. That's why I have future lives. That's why I'm here from the future to tell you I live on and I know it. But you're not going to live on if you keep giving yourself away in every single piece and you're so tired and so broken and so sick and then finally handicapped because you're giving yourself away. You're living like a slave. You have to sit in a corner, in a room somewhere or outside, go outside and say, listen, divine creator, my life is yours, however you want it. Take me over and make me your clay. Make me your being. The thing that you made me, make me that. I don't want anything else. And you have to be willing to do that. You say, I will give up everything. I will give up my wife, my kids, my house, everything. I will give up everything to serve divine. I promise you. Whether you have to give it or not, whether you have to give it up or not doesn't matter. The fact that you are willing to do so. It's like Abraham going and trying to sacrifice one of his sons. And then divine says, no, you have to be willing to do it. And I mean, you have to mean it. Whether now your life will change after that, I guarantee you. You know, because I was in a fake marriage, in a CIA marriage when mine came about. And I was like, divine, but something in me was just like, I have to do this. This is not something that I get to choose. It is in me. Everything in me is crying for it. It was something that took over me. My soul took over me and said, this is what we're going to do. And that's how it is. This wasn't something that I sat down and go, oh, gee, I think I'll do this. No. I got a calling. CALLING. Not a culling, a calling. And when you get a call, you can't ignore that. Everything in your world will fall apart if you don't. So you either go with it or you don't. If you don't, you will end and so will everything else. And something else and someone else will take your place. You will lose your life. You will lose your soul because you are not living your purpose, especially now, especially in the end times. So if you're dying, it's because you're not living. If you're dying, it's because you're not serving divine creator. And you need to think about that. Because if you do get sick or you do die, the ones that know that they're doing that for divine creator as a reason for something or someone else, you have grace about it. You're not sad. You're not hurt. You're just like, whatever happens, happens. That's what a divine being does. It doesn't sit there and whine. It doesn't look for pills. It doesn't do all this stuff. It goes with the flow. These are the people that are always happy no matter what. You know, the ones that are like miraculous people. Yes, they are. You know why? Because they're living their divine truth. No matter what their physical circumstances are, they're not giving in to them because they're in divine flow. Because maybe the one that is sacrificing is getting either a new body, which divine will give you, a new life. If you're sick, you'll be taken out of one and put into another. A soul that is awake and a master knows that. So it's at peace. You know, one of these ones that walks around, I don't want to touch them. I don't care about you. You know why? Because you don't care. And you can't fake that. And you can't, exchange magic with me for money or food or anything like that, because that belongs to divine creator. It does not belong to me. I do not sit there and decide for myself who gets what. My higher self decides that, because that's who I gave my soul to, because that's where it belongs anyway. You don't have any power without it. You don't. And these liars are trying to make you think, oh, you're these little weak beings, and you are not. And you need to remember that. That's why I'm teaching this stuff. That's why I'm waking everybody up, because this is leading to something else. And you need to be ready, because when the calling comes, if you're not ready, you will be taken out. So be so.